I'm in the old city of Jerusalem. It's wartime between Iran and Israel. And together with me, it's Dominic. Let's try to see. Maybe the hummus is open. All right. Say hello, Dominic.
Hello.
He was stuck here in Israel. There's no option for him to leave.
Not stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. He's happy with that. Yeah. True. And because I know that you are Catholic, let's enter to the Catholic area, a Catholic street of the Christian neighborhood, and let's turn left to St. Francis Road. You know that it's wartime anyhow. Then usually there are not a lot of tourists, but now he's the only one.
I'm the only one.
He is the only one.
Maybe I'm the only tourist.
Yeah. He is totally the only one here. But look how beautiful is the city. So calm.
It's beautiful.
It is. We had a siren from early morning on the way to Jerusalem. But that was in Tel Aviv. I'm not sure that they felt it, but if we will have a siren, we will find a shelter somewhere.
We followed a few people.
Yes. We will enter to one of the houses, although the houses are so old. Now this is the kind of the Franciscans compound to your left side, with San Salvador, which I'm sure that you visited.
Yeah. There you can see the sign, St. Francis Street.
Yes, true.
Everything is built from the white stone, the white Jerusalem stone.
White Jerusalem stone, you're right. And this is a law that we got from the British.
Oh.
It's not an Israeli law. People think that it is from Israel. No, it's not.
It's from the British mandate.
British mandate. They actually said Jerusalem must be different than any country. Then they create a law that actually forces us to do that, and I'm happy with that law.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm totally happy. You can see the flags of the Vatican and Jerusalem cross.
Good idea.
And we are heading to, well, Jesus fell 3 times. Yeah, I know, yeah. Okay. I'm not sure that we will find a restaurant that is open. Then I'm so happy that we ate something early morning in Tel Aviv.
But it was in the Arab quarter, maybe?
Yeah, we are entering we are leaving now the Christian quarter, entering to the Muslim quarter.
Right.
You mentioned a bakery that I think you're talking about.
It's on the left and to the right again, and there's the small patisserie.
All right,
it's a tourist thing, so it might be closed.
We are tourists.
We're tourists.
We are tourists.
They shall open it.
Yeah. I love being a tourist. I'm always been told that I'm traveling as a tourist, and it is. I'm taking pictures, I'm taking videos.
I guess this is the Omar Mosque.
No, the Omar Mosque is in the other side, but the Muslims built 2 mosques to stop from the church to grow. Then it's actually suffocating the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Then to the right of that mosque is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre.
Yeah.
And Omar Mosque is the southern part of it.
Oh, you're completely right. This is
Yeah.
the Jack's Patisserie.
Yeah. And I know. I thought that you're talking about it.
I thought we went out the street.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
The other side of it, yeah. I think it's called the Hanukkah Mosque. Salahuddin Ayyubi Waqf. That's one thing, but I think it's called the Hanukkah. Here it is. Hanukkah al-Salahiyya. And Hanukkah in Hebrew, it's to suffocate, to stop. We are already in the Muslim quarter. We just left the Christian quarter, entered into the Muslim quarter, through the 8th station of the cross. Thank you. We do have a grocery. Well, we can buy ourselves something to eat if we will starve to death. I'm almost sure that
So we need a place where you want to grab some hummus.
yeah, but it looks totally closed. Yeah, it is closed. And we have to look for another option. I'm not hungry. That's a place. That's a place. Let me see. Is it closed? Are we closed? No hummus today? Oh, how are you? Yes, hummus? Yeah, let's go. Let's go in. Shukran. The only people in there. This is the one. This is the one who creates the best hummus in Jerusalem, Israel, Palestine, and the world.
Oh.
That's the guy. Okay, Dominique. Try it.
Let's grab some bread.
Yes.
That's how it's done here.
It's all done here.
You take some bread and then you use it like a spoon.
A spoon. It is. Yeah.
Into the hummus. Try to grab
Yes.
something also with the oil and then.
And up the face. It is. It's amazing, isn't it?
Amazing.
I know. It's amazing.
This
And
is Lina's place at Arab Quarter.
yes, the Muslim quarter.
Close to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre.
Not so far away. It's actually attached to the 8th station of the Via Dolorosa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where the women of Jesus Christ, Israel Christ. You must go. Yeah. Now I know him for like a million years. I never asked him why Lina, and now I know. Linda was his father's restaurant with another two 35 years ago, and when he opened the restaurant here, he decided to call it Lina. Similar but different, and it's good, isn't it?
It's very good.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to eat a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Right, then we ate a very good falafel, hummus.
Lina's place.
It's Lina's place, Lina. But we are close to the. Oh, there's a German compound here. But we are close to the 8th station of the cross. And it was difficult for us to enter the city today. They didn't let us enter the city because they said it's wartime.
We tried at the Damascus gate at first, but there was a military.
Yes,
And they told us because of the war.
yeah.
And then we tried, okay, how do we get inside the old city?
Yeah, we tried to find some, actually I call it white lies to tell us that we're doing that and that and that, but
No, not lies.
it wasn't lies, all right. Yeah, yeah.
And we prepared and went to the new gate.
And we
there
just-
was a police guy and a policewoman. And
They didn't even look at us.
We were prepared, okay, now they will ask us what we want in the old city. But they didn't.
They didn't.
We just entered.
We just entered.
Very nice.
It is, and this is the 8th station. That's where the women of Jerusalem were standing. You can recognize the Via Dolorosa stations with, first of all, a column that used to be before they built their churches here, although you know behind it it's a Greek Orthodox one.
People over the centuries touched the stone.
Yeah, and
You can see it.
yeah, but I can feel the energy, and you can see the 8, and the women are crying. But he said, "Don't cry for me. I mean, soon you will have so many reasons to cry." I think you can read it. It's in German. It's a nice compound, I must say. Ah, can you smell the coffee?
Yes.
I smell the coffee. Arabic coffee with hell. Yeah, cardamom.
Cardamom.
Yes, yes, yeah. There's a coffee place between the 6th and the 5th station that prepare an amazing coffee, Arabic coffee. But we are at the Via Dolorosa. without tourists, except of you. And that is the seventh station of the cross. That's where Jesus fell for the second time. Listen, if you want to pray, you are going to the church, but if you want to pray in each place here, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Now, most of the shops are closed. First of all, by the grocery places are okay to be open, but the rest are not. That is true not only here, all over Israel now. And it's actually empty. Do you want to climb up to the roof of the church? From the ninth station?
Maybe here, but we are here at a very interesting spot because we see this part of the street.
Yeah.
Here was the beginning of the footsteps to the church, which was built by the emperor.
By Constantine and St. Helen.
And St. Helen, and this was the part where
that's the main road. Yeah. That's the main road. We call it the Caudo.
Yeah.
The main road from north to south, and we are actually walking on it. And in the 4th century, when the Romans who converted to Christianity, could build churches, then one of the first churches ever was built here. And that is the entrance. I mean, the entrance to the church was right here, and we could enter.
So the ancient church.
Yes, we could enter to that bakery many years ago to see the ancient stairs to the church.
Did they let you?
Yeah. But at around 2005, and then they disappeared. I don't know what's happened to them. It's closed from that time. Then we're entering through here, through the cat square, I call it. I think you can understand why.
Yeah.
Hello, kitties. And this is the border between the Muslim quarter to your left side and the Christian quarter to your right side. It's the 5th day of the war between the Iranians, 4th day. I'm not sure that I'm fifth day or 4th day. Yeah. Now the church started here in the 4th century. It used to be a big one. Look how beautiful it is. Let's see if we will be able to enter the church through the Ethiopian.
Oh, yes. We go to the very narrow places where there are some altars. Right?
Oh, you're talking about inside the church?
Yeah, inside.
Yeah. When she found the true cross.
Yeah.
And it's a birthday of a special guy today. I'm sure that you know him. James Yaakov. It looks like Jesus walking here, barefoot. James Yaakov. American guy who dressed like Jesus.
Ah, his birthday today.
His birthday today, not Jesus.
No, not a historical person. He's, I know who you mean. He's a guy who looks like Jesus and...
Yes, but he's not.
Spending his life in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
By the same syndrome we share.
We share the same syndrome. Then I'm not laughing at him. I actually love him so much. And you know where his bedroom is?
No. Oh, here.
Yeah? This is the bedroom.
He's gone for the day.
No, he's already not Dormition, at Notre Dame, or here.
Ah, okay.
It's closed.
It's closed.
The church is closed from here. Yeah. But this is the Ethiopian part of the church, according to the Ethiopian, according to the Coptic. It's the Egyptian part of the church. And we will have to make a round tour to reach the church.
Let's go.
Let's do that. But this is the 9th station of the cross. That's where Jesus fell for the 3rd time. Remember, always look for the column. that used to mark the 14 stations, mainly because some people didn't allow the Christians to worship God. And, but now they moved it here. 9th station of the cross. Then we have no other choice but to make a run tour. The shops are closed, everything's closed.
Completely crazy to see this area so empty.
So empty.
Normally, it's fully packed with
Yes, yes.
religious after religious group,
Yes.
praying, singing.
Oh, it's
Carrying
lovely.
cross.
It is lovely, but let's face it, it is lovely to be here alone as well.
A bit,
Yeah, at least for the video sake.
at least for the video, but
Yeah, but only for that, because I'm not earning a penny. In this time of the year, I'm working between 5 to 6 days a week, which is crazy, because it's like from usually 6 a.m. until 9 p.m. The Muslim quarter, Christian quarter is here. You can see the dome of the Jewish quarter. The dome of one of the synagogues.
Hova synagogue.
Churva, yes, the destruction synagogue. Wow, you're good in names. Churva, it's not an easy name to remember.
I used to live here for nearly a year.
Yes, you're right. Ah, look at the kitty. Hello, kitty. Enjoy, enjoy, celebrate. Hi. It's closed there.
Oui, vous parlez français?
No,
No,
No.
okay. Why is it closed? The church?
another church. The entrance to the church.
Ah,
The church there might.
Ethiopian.
Ethiopians. Yes.
Ethiopian is closed.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, God bless you.
God bless you too. Bye bye.
Stay safe.
Very good.
Oh wow! Look at that! Look at that! Wow! It is good price. It is a good price. 10 shekel. 10 shekel. It's really funny to see the local people. Only the local people.
That one?
הוא גר פה כל כך הרבה זמן. בסדר, מה שלומך? Oh, the church is closed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre is closed.
Crazy.
It is crazy. We can try to enter from the other side, but if that is closed, then the other side is closed
Maybe.
as well. But you know what? We can try.
We have a look. If we take the short way.
Yeah, but first let me see, maybe the door is open. Although I know that it's not. And from here I can see if the other side is open as well. But look at that, this is empty. Well, they were right, I must say, in the Damascus Gate. They said that the church is closed. And this is a pity. Why the church is closed? I can ask the policeman as well.
Ask the policeman why the church is.
No, why the church I know, but the other side is open. תגיד לי, הצד השני גם סגור? הכנסייה סגורה?
תגיד לי, הייתי נראה לך באמת לא בסדר, מסוגר כל...
לא, אולי פה יש היום איזה עושים משהו ודווקא הצד השני פתוח.
לא בפרה, הכל סגור, כבר כמה ימים.
לא, בסדר, זה גם היחיד שלו פה.
אתה יודע כמה אנשים הגיעו היום?
4? הרבה?
רוציות.
באמת? Wow, he said that a lot of groups came to here, but it's closed for a lot of groups, yeah.
ההנחיות של פיקוד העורף, סגר.
Okay, sadly, that's the law. תודה. Then we will travel around the city. Oh, well, Western Wall will be open.
Western Wall.
It will be open, but.
גם קודם סגור.
גם הכותל סגור?
כפר עליך, זה כבר כמה ימים.
אבל היהודים מוכנים שיהיה סגור להם? הם תמיד קצת יודע.
פתח תראה את זה, כל הריק שם.
וואו!
גם הר הבית סגור.
הר הבית אני מבין. Okay, even the Western Wall is closed.
אתה יכול לראות את זה, כן?
אני מלמעלה, כן, אני אעשה את זה. וואו. That is another German church.
This is the Protestant church.
It's a Lutheran, yes, indeed.
In former times, it used to be a monastery from the Benedictine order.
No,
Inside.
no, wait. You're talking about the Templars.
The Templars.
Templars,
yes.
where you can see the arch. There's an arch from the 12th century that they kept. Wow, everything is really close. Then Betty and EJ, your crosses is on my back, but I'm praying for EJ, and we need a little bit of help from you as well. Is in a nice condition, but not a good condition. Then here it is. Then you can see the ancient 12th century church with, I think, the zodiacs on.
Yeah.
That it might be that the Dormition church will be closed as well, my dear.
I don't know. It's outside the old city.
Yeah, but if you can text him, might open it to you.
I think when I text them, they will open.
All right, then in that case, do you want to see the Western Wall, the Kotel from above, or we're skipping it?
We will see it if we go.
All right.
there?
No, we can see
Anyway?
we can see it. It's not so far away from here.
Okay, let's take a picture there.
All right. But wow, those places are.
Why do they tell us that you can enter the Western Wall by the Dung Gate?
Maybe from the Dunga, but the policeman told us they're not. But we can actually go and sit.
Okay, let's see.
The reason I say let's, if the Dung Gate will be open, then what we should do is first go to the Dormition Church, and then leave the city and go.
Go down.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
this is the emptiest city ever.
In this church in the garden, there's inside a small coffee in normal times.
Lovely place.
It's a lovely place.
It's
and
a
they have
lovely
the best cheesecake in all Jerusalem. And
We're talking about the Church of the Redeemer.
I sat there and did my studies.
Okay. It's in the garden, or?
In the
In the
garden.
garden. Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
What the coffee?
And you know that I'm a coffeeholic. I'm addicted to coffee and to Jerusalem.
It works together.
It works together. Well, it's going to be a very short tour of the city, although it's beautiful just like that. At least we ate Lina, at Lina. Then now we know one more place. And I'm so happy that you discover a new place. Oh, yeah, more tourists. Shalom. רגע. All right, you met 4 more Germans, not only tourists.
Yeah.
And you talk about how you will escape from Israel because there's no option to go out of Israel through the airport. Everything is closed.
Yeah, we all received an email from the German embassy that there's an evacuation flight from Amman
Tomorrow.
but you have to be there at least 11 in the morning
At Amman?
at Amman.
Wow, that's
You have
difficult.
You have to organize it by yourself. So they
Okay.
all have to do on the internet, over the embassy. They have to have visa
All right.
for Jordan and everything like
Yeah.
that. Hello.
Then you're going to be in Israel for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Now we are already in the Muslim quarter, back in the Muslim quarter.
Should we go off the roof on the rooftop?
Do you want a rooftop? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. We're climbing now the roof of the market. Galicia roof it's called. That's the man. Oh, it's so nice to see that they're helping him. And this is the border between the Christian and the Jewish quarter. Oh, רשות העתיקות, משהו מצאנו כאן? עוד לא. אוקיי. אוקיי.
There is a secret step.
Yeah. Ah, of course. Yeah. So, one person from the antique community, and you know, when you excavate in Jerusalem, you always find something. Then he needs to be there. But I ask him if they found something, and they say, no, not yet. Nothing yet. Excavation. Then we're in a way in the border between four quarters. Armenian, which is right here. The Jewish is just behind you. The Muslim and the Christian quarter.
In front of us.
Yes, indeed. Now it's very slippery from there. Then let's use the path. Look how beautiful it is. And we are the only one here. Be careful, don't do that. It's dangerous here. People are falling. And although you're going to be here for the next 2 weeks, I want you to walk. A wheelchair, it's a nice thing, but not more than that. It's gonna be a long video. Jaffa Gate is in front of you. But look at the view. Now you know everything here. Mount of Olives is in front of you.
Mount of Olives.
Yeah.
The big one is the church, the Russian church.
The Russian church, but next to it is the Ascension spot,
Yeah.
which is a mosque today. Jesus ascended into heaven from there. To the right of it, you can see the Jewish cemetery from the time of King David until now. But beneath the Ascension Church, you can see another beautiful chapel.
It's the
The Dominus Flavit, yes. That's where the Lord wept. Wait, here. Now we can see it.
Jesus sitting there with his disciples and crying
Cried,
over
yeah.
Jerusalem.
Yeah, he knew that Jerusalem will be destroyed, and he meant the temple as well. And to the left of it, the green area right there, according to the Greek Orthodox, that is where the angel met Mary and told her, Mary, you do have 3 days to live. And from there she went to Mount Zion, to her house. She fell asleep. They buried her body here or at Ephesus. And Jesus took her body and soul as well. And to the left of it is another church, a German place. This is the Augusta Victoria, which is today a Palestinian hospital, but a beautiful compound. And they have excellent concerts. To the left of it, and very difficult to see, it's a building with so many white building, but every place is white here.
Mormons.
The Mormons University, true.
Mormons?
Yeah, and my university, the Jerusalem one, on top of Mount Campus. is with the third tower. Wow, what a breeze.
Isn't it the mount from where Jerusalem every time was conquered?
Mount Scapus? Yeah, because when you are reaching Jerusalem from the north,
Yeah.
this is the first place that you see Jerusalem. That's why we call it Mount Scapus, from the word to watch, telescopes, microscope, to watch. And Jesus, when he came from the Galilee area, this is the first place that he saw Jerusalem.
And of course, the amazing place with the Golden Dome, the Dome of the Rock.
Yes, that is very close to us now. This is the site of the Jewish temple. The Jews had two temples. The last one,
Destroyed.
yeah, you actually wrote it to your
70
friend, 70 AD,
by the Romans,
by the Romans.
unfortunately.
Yeah, and at the 7th century, the Muslims built the Dome of the Rock on top of the foundation stone, on top of the Holy of the Holy for the Jews. And according to the Muslims, Muhammad ascended to heaven. From there, met God himself, who gave him the 5 prayers of a day. And this compound is closed as well because of the war. It's beautiful. And you are supposed to be just behind it, at Amman,
Yeah.
escaping to Germany.
In the night, you can sometimes see the lights from Amman.
Yes, yes. If you are on top of Mount of Olives, yes, you can. Amman is a beautiful city. You can see
Not far
that.
away.
Not so far away?
Not so far away.
What do you mean? Not, yeah. You can recognize it with the 2 skyscrapers that have there. I love that place. And you can see the Jewish quarter with the white dome of there. It's not a Chova.
Not a Chova.
Not a Chova.
Oh no, it's behind.
Yeah,
Behind
Chova
that
is to the right. This is Tiferet Israel.
Eretz Israel.
Tiferet Israel, the glory of Israel. And between those 2 buildings, you can see the black dome of Al-Aqsa Mosque.
Very small.
Very small for me. Yes, you can. With that camera, you can see everything. Then the church is closed. Do you want to go to see the view of the western wall of the Kotel?
Yeah, let's go to the Kotel.
Yeah, all right then. Be careful when you're leaving that place. I want you to stay alive.
Do you know the copy story? The copy story from the Muslims.
What do you mean the coffee?
The copy story.
Copy story?
This,
Of?
the following story is like that. When the Muslims came to enter the city, this place was like empty.
True.
Because they said, okay, there was a temple, nothing had to do with us anymore. We are Christians and we go to worship.
To the Church of the Holy, yes,
And
which is behind you.
Then the Muslims said, okay, we'll leave the church, but they built exactly the same thing. Because
True.
They built
True.
the Al-Aqsa Mosque to worship. They built a big place where is nothing, like some open space place, and then they built a holy space with a cupola.
With a cupola, but it was more likely a copy of the Ascension Church, not of the Church
The
of
Ascension Church,
Yeah.
but it's the place and how it all belongs together is the copy of the Constantine Church.
Yeah, all right, yes, it's kind of a competition.
Yeah.
That is correct.
But the interesting thing, they didn't destroy what was holy inside the city. They leave it to the Christians
Yeah.
and build their own.
Yeah, and that is funny because you mentioned Al Omar Mosque.
Yeah.
And Omar Al Khalif that used to be here, been asked by the bishop of the church to pray in the church, and he said, if I pray in the church,
They will convert it to a mosque.
they will convert it. Then he went outside and prayed, and they built Al Omar Mosque at the entrance of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. That is correct. You know a lot. Yeah, of course he knows a lot. He actually studied it. Then we're going through the Jewish quarter to the viewpoint of the Western Wall. And if we will see that people are praying there, it means that we can enter. But again, if you want to visit the Dormition, I think it's better to go first to the Dormition and not to enter the Western Wall because we won't be able to enter back. Well, let me ask him.
Maybe.
I asked that Hasidic guy if the kotel is closed, just like the rumors said, and he said yes, it is closed. Then, and then he asked me, how did you enter to the old city because everything is closed here? But I can tell you why. First of all, Dominic is here, and he looks like a tourist. Secondly, it's Betty. It's Betty. Betty's got a huge connection, a good one, to the Lord. And because her crosses are in my bag, I'm and the energy is there. Betty, it's you. It's you. It's you. It's funny. It's like the COVID time when I couldn't enter to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre at the beginning, and later on they opened it, and I was the only one there, and it was a little bit scary. I really was afraid. Then this is one of the videos that I was talking like that, and people complain, but I was afraid that someone will hear me and will kick me out of that church. You can see the Redeemer Church, and behind it one of the domes of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Dominic started to take some videos by himself. Then, if you know German, you can actually follow him as well. Then we are entering now to the Jewish quarter through the viewpoint of the western wall of the Kotel. Let's see if it's working. Yes, it is. Let's turn left.
Yeah.
What can I tell you? I feel like I'm a lucky guy who lives in Israel. Even in wartime. Even in wartime. Even if there are no tourists. Muslim quarter is to our left side, the Jewish quarter is to our right side. The difference is huge. The Jewish quarter is new, the Muslim quarter is old. 1948, when the Jordanians occupied Jerusalem, the old city, that was supposed to be owned by United Nations, they destroyed the Jewish quarter. Then when the Israelis came in 1967, they excavated beneath. They found so many, there are so many museums, underground museums, and they built the Jewish quarter above. The Muslim quarter to the left, Jewish quarter to the right. You can see a little bit of the Dome of the Rock. Next time we'll be here, try to be very close to Christmas at Hanukkah. To be here in Hanukkah when they're lighting the Hanukkah, the candle broom, is unbelievable. Such a
Everywhere.
yes, 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 and they have special places for that outside the apartments. For example, you look to your left side, right here.
Others, most people have some tiny little lanterns, like a box with out of glass.
Yes.
Yes, and there are the candles.
It's true.
Many stands in front.
Yeah, yeah, and it's beautiful, especially when it's at the last few days of Hanukkah. You know, Hanukkah, it's 8 days, be here at the 6, 7, 8 days. One more option.
Somebody has washed. Smell.
Yeah, well, people lives here. Yeah, people lives here.
It's one big part, I think, of the beauty of Jerusalem. go to Jerusalem and you get Jerusalem through every sense you have to do smelling.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
And this is correct. But if you're going to YouTube, you must subscribe my channel. What's that? Not tefillot, it's prayers. Dear Jews, those prayers were written about every subject in your life. Then take one and pray. I'm really shocked that the Western Wall was closed. Even in COVID time, I think most of the time it was open. They built some places that 10 people could pray, like small boxes. In the regular time, it's a school here. This is a boys' school. Look at the Dome of the Rock. Dominic, it's empty. It's totally empty.
Never seen the culture.
Empty. Wow. Yeah, I think me too. I'm not sure that I saw something like that.
When did that happen the last time?
COVID. At COVID time, for sure. Maybe October 7, October 8 as well, but that I'm not sure. Never saw it like that. But look at that, there are 2-3 people. And looks like tourists. Then this is the Western Wall. The Western Wall is only a wall that originally King Herod built to create the Temple Mount. He wanted to impress the people by building something huge, a huge temple, the Great Temple, as your friends actually mentioned. Then he created a plaza. On top of it, he built a Jewish temple that was, instead of the Dome of the Rock, and it was between 2 to 3 times higher and bigger. Then why the people are praying next to it and not at the Jewish temple site? Mainly because it's a Muslim site today, and the Muslims are not allowing us to pray. And even the Jews most of them are not allowed to enter the Temple Mount because it's too holy. But you can see the Dome of the Rock. Remember, Muhammad ascended into heaven according to tradition, and Al-Aqsa Mosque, now we can see it even in a better position. But I must take a picture of it because I never uploaded picture of the Western Wall so empty.
Crazy.
It is crazy, but
Really
we are living in the crazy days.
Yeah.
It looks like we can enter through the Dung Gate as well, but we cannot enter to the plaza itself.
That's not possible.
It's not possible. Oh, you're gonna have a lovely memory from the city. Like every moment of you in the city.
Of course.
City of David is down there, down the valley, which is another beautiful place to visit, which I believe will be closed. I do have more than 21,000 videos on my YouTube channel about almost everything. Then I will be more than happy if you watch at least 10 of them. And then write a comment. I'm usually answering. And this is the time of him to take a video of himself. We are at the Jewish quarter. As you can see, it's empty.
Beautiful.
It is, yeah, it's a new one. And only the local people are here. They were surprised that we could enter. But I'm with you. And I must say that in my bag there are 2 crosses of Betty, and Betty's got an energy. In COVID time, I went to the Church of the Nativity, and they opened it for us because I say Betty needs it. And the same thing happened to me in Nazareth. It was closed, but when I reached Nazareth, they opened it. And then in Cana, the wine and the water and the wine, the miracle, they opened the church for her. Then I'm not surprised. Oh, there's a nice restaurant here which is open, but if we won't find a drink at a grocery place which is cheaper, we can buy it from here.
It's also normally a supermarket.
Yeah, that's where we are heading. מה שלומך? מה אתה אומר שיש לי מזל? Wait, he wants to give you a falafel bowl. It's excellent schnitzel and falafel place here. One for you, one for me. No, it's only one for you.
Thank you very much.
תודה. It's good. Yes, it's open. The Dormition.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, another grocery shop. We could drink the rebar. Now, everything here is totally kosher.
Yeah.
Everything that you see here, even the ATM is kosher. Even in wartime, that Catholic, Protestant evangelists didn't visit the city. The Jews came, and it was crowded. And Eretz Israel, the glory of Israel, is that one. That's the one that you saw. That's the one that we saw from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and that's the fullback. Yeah.
Beautiful menorah.
Yeah, beautiful menorah, yeah. And this is a kosher ATM. It doesn't function on Shabbat. You cannot do it.
It's kosher.
Yeah.
So I think in Jerusalem even the gay pride is kosher.
Gay pride is kosher? Why? Because they're not functioning on Shabbat?
Only kosher gay pride in the world, in Jerusalem.
All right. I will check it next time. But you can see the menorah that he was talking about. Next time when we'll be here, there's a wonderful museum that they actually rebuild it. It's called the priest quarter. Actually, beneath us is a city from 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
And that is the upper part of the city. At the time of Jesus, that used to be the priest houses. And it's such an amazing museums, which obviously are closed now. The entrance is there. You can see the Wall Archaeological Museum. Right there. Yeah. And you can see the entrance, right there, which is, as I believe, closed now.
There's also, is it somehow connected with the Temple Institute?
Temple Institute, remember when we bought the drinks?
Yeah.
Then it's next to it. The Temple Institute menorah, they built a menorah.
Yeah.
The Temple Institute is a group of Jews that are ready to build the third Jewish temple. They have the money, they have almost everything.
Yeah.
Give
The red heifer.
Red heifer.
The red heifer.
Yes, they do have it as well.
You
Yeah,
have it?
it's theirs.
With only red hair? Not even a small.
Well,
tiny hair,
they got, I think,
black,
5.
white.
They got 5, 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, but 3 of them are still red heifer.
So they need the red heifer to sacrifice it, burn it, and need the ashes from the red heifer.
Yes.
Put it in a mikvah.
Mikveh to purify.
To purify and then go to the Temple Mount.
Yeah, to purify the people that actually touch that people, something like that.
Yeah.
Then yes. Without that, you cannot enter to the temple. But they found it. I remember the cardo that we actually visited at the 7th station of the cross, and you told me that was the main street.
It's the same.
Yeah, if you will excavate, it's not really the same because the one at the 7th century is from 2nd century.
This is Byzantine.
This is Byzantine, 6th century.
Yeah.
Eastern Eunice. Now, I prepared a lovely video that actually went from the beginning and the end of the corridor, but you can see the shops and you can feel the heat.
Yeah.
Then the sidewalk was covered, and this is the road that actually been until the person who actually sits there. You're preparing, it looks like you're taking another video?
No.
Ah, all right, because if yes, then go all the way down to there. Now everything is kosher here beside two places which belongs to the Muslims, and they are preparing the Jerusalem bagel. Oh, yes, you can smell it. Bakeries, sweets. I think the smell of the bakery is of the non-kosher, of the Muslim bakery that looks like it's open.
Yeah. I love the thin bread with satay.
Yeah, the Zara, the Aesop.
name of it?
Aesop.
Aesop.
Aesop. It's actually written in the Bible.
Yeah.
Remember, Jesus wanted to ask to drink?
Had it on the cross.
Yes, at the last moments of his on earth for the first time.
And this parking lot, there used to be a church before.
Yes, it's the Nia, 6th century church. The Cairo ended here. The only thing that you can do now, it's a beautiful place. I entered there let's say not more than 4 times in my lifetime. But the small apps is open to the public if you want to see it. Or
What
you
is open to the public?
remember they usually the church at 6th century there's a big apsis,
Ah, yes.
and there's a two small ones.
Yeah.
The left one is open to the public if you want to.
It's down there. Right?
Yes, it's
Somewhere.
yeah.
Now part of the wall.
It's not so far from the wall. It's almost part of the wall.
Yeah, it's part of it.
It's actually the right one. The main one supposed to be somewhere here.
Must be a huge church.
It's the one the part that I saw is only a small part. I think they are going to Amman.
Oh, yes.
Looks like. Now we are leaving now the Jewish quarter and we are entering to the Armenian quarter, which is in front of us.
Even though it's the mosque.
Now, the mosque is symbolized, I'm controlling the city. This is the Jewish quarter, this is the Armenian quarter, I'm the one who controls the city. And in front of you, you can see the southern wall of the city, 16th century. Oh, it's so nice to know how to deal with the car. Another reason why no one lives here, it used to be the leopard neighborhood. The people with skin diseases,
Yeah, they couldn't
the
enter
Hansen.
the city, of course.
Yeah. Then no one wanted to be next to them, but you can see an ancient part of the gate. Might be even Zion Gate.
Very unkosher place.
Then you realize that if we live in the city, we are not sure that we will be able to enter the city. But we are taking the risk.
Yeah, we take
Risk.
the risk.
Yeah.
But maybe because we're close to the Jewish quarter, maybe we can go there. We need some grocery.
No, that's not going to be a problem. I mean, you're talking about the new city.
If we want
That's
yeah.
not going to be a problem at all. And this is the 16th century Zion Gate. In a city without tourists, in a city without anyone who are not living here except of us. And Walt. That's the best way to enter the city. לבריאות, Gesundheit. Well, if there will be some police people there, I will tell them that we already been here and we want to go back again, which I'm not sure. Oh, we can refill the bottle. No. We can refill the bottle of yours. אם אנחנו יוצאים רק שנייה לכנסייה שלו שפתוחה עבורו, נוכל להיכנס פנימה אחר כך? לא תעשו לנו בעיות? אני יודע, אבל אנחנו, זה היום האחרון שלו, לפני שהוא טס לאמן. Wait a minute, we'll let him go. Be careful. Dominique. Oh, Dominique, if you're already here, look at that. Those are real bullets.
It's from the war.
Yeah, it's from the war, but not this war.
Yeah,
it's
course.
from until 1967. That was Jordan here. It was Jordan. Outside, it was Israel.
We are directly on the green line, right?
Yes, and if I'll turn around, you will see Zion Gate with all the bullets signs on it. Did he answer you?
Who? Yes.
Ah.
He answered me. I can call him one the other.
Okay. Later on I will be happy to go to see. אתם יודעות אם קבר דוד פתוח? לא פתוח? תודה. מבחוץ. Okay. The King David tomb is not open. You can be outside of it. The tour is all about next to the tomb of King David, next to the tomb of Jesus, next to the house of Mary,
The room of the Last Supper.
next to the room of the Last Supper, which is about...
Everything is gathering here at one time.
Yes. And the tomb of Oscar Schindler as
Yes,
well.
of course.
Yeah.
We can go there.
I think it's going to be closed as well, but we can try. Well, I have nothing to do tomorrow as well. Then this is the Dormition Church, another German church, Benedict, Catholic.
Catholic Church.
Yeah. And do you want to tell the people what did you do here? Why it's very important for you and why they will open the church for you?
Oh, the church, yeah. This is actually the place where the disciples with Mary gathered in the Last Supper room right next to the church, where they gathered after Jesus died and after he went up to heaven. And then the Holy Ghost came, of course. This is the place of Pentecost.
Which is a little bit there.
It's a little bit there.
Yeah.
And this is the church, the Dormition Abbey is called from Dormition, where Mary just passed away.
True.
Around the disciples of Jesus.
Passed away or fell asleep?
Fell asleep, passed away.
Oh,
It depends if
depends.
you're a believer or not.
Okay.
And they
I believe that
brought-
she fell asleep. She was,
She fell asleep.
according to the,
Dormition
yeah.
means she fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then they brought her down because they thought she were dead, and get her to a tomb at the bottom of the Mount of Olives. And after 3 days, according to what we hear from the tradition, they opened it again, and
She wasn't
awake.
there.
She wasn't there.
She was already
Wasn't
there.
She got into heaven, and what she left was flowers.
True smells, and until today, in August 8th, I think, people are walking with a lot of incense and flowers in their hands.
Yeah. Depends on what kind of tradition
15,
you follow.
15,
Catholic
yeah.
Day is 15.
15. It's Orthodox as well.
The feast of Assumption.
Yes,
of Mary.
that is true. The Assumption of Mary, but until the 60s, the tradition was a little bit different, more close to the Greek Orthodox.
Yeah.
Jesus took her soul
Yeah.
immediately,
Yeah.
which is here, and then 3 days later he took her body.
Yeah.
Today, the Catholic actually accept it as.
But of course, it's something like the Church ever believed. But the Second Vatican Council said.
True.
And of course, the Pope before. It was the only time a Pope used the infallibility of the Pope. I think it was Pius the 12th.
12.
In
True.
1950,
Yes.
he announced this, the Assumption of Mary with her body and soul
together.
in the heaven
Yeah,
together as a dogma.
Yes.
And that's the different understanding between a dogma in the Orthodox Church and a dogma in the Catholic Church, because in the Orthodox Church you have only dogmas which belongs to the reason of how should I say that to be rescued.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a dogma in
But here,
the Orthodox.
the church is from 1900. Then there is a beautiful painting there that actually shows Jesus with her soul in her hand, right here.
You can see it.
Oh, it's open,
It's open.
but not the coffee.
The door is open and the heart even more.
Yeah. Welcome to the Dormition Church. I think he knows that place. I took so many videos here. Then I'm heading to the church. They can enjoy whatever they want. Everything is closed here, even the coffee place. It's usually empty here, but I'm with EJ. Oh, it's a little bit upside down. EJ and Betty. Can you imagine that I'm the only one here? Let me organize the crosses of you. A little bit of holy water right here, and the other one. As you can see, they have renovated the church lately. Blue and red. So many circles from different, from less holy to holy. 12 months are represented by the zodiacs. And you can see the prophets' names. And the 12 disciples, of course. And the evangelist. See John, I know that Betty, you like John very much. Then we saw the 12 disciples, the 4 evangelists, and then the important prophets, see Isaiah, for example, and Daniel. All of them tells us that Jesus will be soon here. And holy, 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 because something beneath it. 6 chapels. and look at Jerusalem in heaven. It's beautiful, isn't it? Jesus and Mary. Mary is holding Jesus, as you can see. But this is only the beginning, the less important part of the church. We are entering to see where Mary fell asleep. Until we will reach there, if you want to have your own crosses, your own holy products, and you want me to bless it in the city, then go into the text beneath that video. Just touch it and you will see the link of Buy Me a Coffee. Through there you can buy your own products, and I will take a video of it, just like I'm taking that video for Betty and EJ, and I will send it to you. Of course, those two amazing products. You can see the blessing of the house of the Armenians and the Benedictus cross are owned by EJ and Betty. EJ is having some difficulties this time. Then I will be more than happy if you will bless him with good health. He needs it. And the most important thing here is that, and I can talk here now because there's no one here, then let me put it right here and right there. Now it's wartime between Iran and Israel, and the whole city is closed to the people. Even to me it was difficult to enter, but we did. And according to what we believe, as you already heard, Mary fell asleep here. Then if it's before the 60s, Jesus took her soul immediately. After the 60s, she was buried at Mount of Olives, at Kidron Valley, next to the Garden of Gethsemane, or in Ephesus, according to some of the Catholic. And Jesus took her soul and her body as well, but that church was built before the 1960. Then if you look upstairs, you will be able to see something special. All right. What you saw in your mind was Mary holding Jesus' baby. True, isn't it? Let us look at that again. You can see that Mary is falling asleep. The disciples were next to her, and Jesus is holding the soul of Mary. Remember, until the 60s, and the Greek Orthodox, the Orthodox are still believes in it. Jesus took her soul immediately, and 3 days later, he took her body too. But the idea is that the tomb of Mary is in Ephesus, and in Israel, in Jerusalem, is are empty. Now that room is the closest room to Pentecost, but Pentecost room is not part of the Christians' places. Then this is the closest place to Pentecost, and you can see here the 12th, and Mary that was there as well, and the holy fire goes all the way down. Oh, I'm not sure that it's air conditioned, because actually I'm sure that it's not air conditioned, but it's so cool and nice here. Then the Assumption of Mary wasn't here. Dormition, as Dominic say, falling asleep. The church was closed at the first few days, as the monk say there, but they decided to open it. Because it's outside the city, then there's less rules. above Mary, you will see prefiguration of hers. For example, Eve that committed the sin, not like Mary that didn't, Ruth, Esther, Judith. Please, this time, don't forget to bless EJ. Let me show you. EJ. I am the only one in their church. That church, oh, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Thanks God to Dominic, he was here for a year, and even it might be closed, it would be closed. They will open it for us and they figure out, I mean, it's Betty, everything is opened for her. She is the magic. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Beautiful renovation. Oh, let me show you two more stones that I love. Might be from 1st century or even from the 4th century church that symbolize the House of Mary. And usually the tour guides are not going there. But Betty, you're worth it. EJ, that's for you. The Dormition's got a beautiful garden. I've been there only once. All right, you can see there are two stones with the crosses on it. Symbolize the House of Mary, because we are at the House of Mary, and some people believe that it might be from the original House of Mary at Mount Zion. Oh, you can hear IDF airplane or Iranian rocket. I'm kidding. Look how beautiful that church is. Then guys, thank you very much for being with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and thank you too, that because of you I'm here. Then I'm leaving now the Dormition Church and heading to the tomb of King David, which I already know it's close, but you know that's the idea of that video. The video is about next to, and the last siren was yesterday here, but nothing happened here. I don't. Of course, I'm not wishing to hear the siren here, because you know it's not fun. But if to hear a siren, or in Tel Aviv or here, I wish it could be. I wish that I would be on the roof of one of the houses and see the missiles not touching the holy sites of Jerusalem. And there's only one door that it's open, and this is the tomb of King David. At least from the 10th century, people believe that this is the site, but there are a lot of question marks. But who am I to tell you that it's not? The room of the Last Supper is above. And I will try to enter there, but that belongs to Israel. Then I'm sure that it's going to be closed because everything is closed. Let me see if I'll be able to be as close as I can to the entrance to the tomb. There's a yeshiva here, a biblical school, but the doors are closed? Yes. King David, doors are closed. There's another entrance, but it is closed as well. Then the only way to be next to King David tomb is to be here. You see the women's section to the right. We are here. Even King David is close. The question that I'm asking myself, why? But it's all about security, because you know when the Iranians are sending their missiles through Israel, they are sending it into civilian people, and then Israel doesn't want to take a chance. I will upload soon a video of the 3 options of King David tombs in that region, at Mount Zion. Let's climb up to see that the door of the room of the Last Supper is closed, but I will climb up to the roof of the room of the Last Supper to be burned by the sun. As you can see, it's closed. And let's climb up. The Muslims turned the tomb of King David and the room of the Last Supper into a mosque. Then soon you will see the minaret of the mosque. And that's not the minaret, this is the clock tower and the bell tower of the Dormition church. This is what's happened to me. This is the mosque minaret. Oh. Oh, what a view. What a nice view. The Dormition just came from there. The Jewish quarter with the 2 synagogues are there. Armenian quarter is right there. You can see a little bit of the wall. But look at Mount of Olives. In a good day you can see the mountains of Moab, which is Jordan today, the Jewish cemetery, the Ascension Church, Augusta Victoria. Here you can see a little bit. I'm not sure that you will be able to see it. And please tell me that you saw it. It's, wait a minute. All right, let me see if you can see it. Let me organize myself. Oh, it's difficult for me to see because of the sun location. All right, let me start with that. Okay. All right, now I think you can see it. You can see the Golden Onion Church. This is Mary Magdalene Church. Beneath it is Garden of Gethsemane. To the left, you can see the Al-Aqsa Mosque. City of David is down there. Well, guys, that was a long tour of next to holy sites of the city in a wartime between Iran and Israel. Every time it's about a war, isn't it? And let's pray for Israel. Let's pray for the people of Iran. I think they really want a change. Let's hope that we will find solution in Israel as well. And let's hope that the 53 hostages that are still there will be brought back to Israel alive and dead, because a lot of them are dead. We deserve it. You already subscribed to my YouTube. You know what? If you reach the end of the video, write me the exact moment of the end of the video, and I will bless each one of you because you deserve it. It's a long, very long video about the next two holy sites. Bye bye.